Hello everyone, so welcome to your October 2020 predictions or general tarot reading. So this particular pile is actually a little bit more special because there's only 5 piles in total. I didn't really want to restrict you guys to, your elemental groups and stuff like that. So it's really just a message for everybody who feels the pile that they're most drawn to. I will insert an image here for you right now, here in this space right now, for you to take a deep breath in, feel the energy a little bit, and then see which one you're most drawn to, and then just listen to the message and take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is just a general message after all. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the reading by itself now. Okay, so group number 1, you guys are the one who picked the I Witch rune. Okay, and then let's take a look into your tarot cards first before we look at the loved one. So I'm just going to set this aside and let's take a look. We have the Priestess, we have the 7 of Inspiration, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the 6 of Cups, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, and then Justice here. So the Witch rune actually talks about intuition. Okay, people who pick this particular pile, this particular month got to do with a lot of like intuition things going on, being able to observe, being enlightened, feeling enlightened, or like being able to stand objectively at a particular spot and learning how to just observe and see things unfold without reacting much to it first. Okay, so the Priestess being here is actually a very good thing, because it shows to me that the message is actually corresponding to one another. Because as you can see, the Priestess, she's very indulged into spirituality and things like that. So I'd like to let you know that people who pick this particular pile, you guys might find yourself that in this particular month you might be finding more interest, of feeling that you are having more interest in terms of looking at things more in a more spiritual aspect. So some of you guys might even want to open a brand new door, want to like learn something new, open your eyes to another perspective in this particular month, with the 7 of Wands being here, the 7 of Inspiration being here. So it's almost as if like some of you are starting out and opening up a brand new path for yourself to be more connected with yourself, be more connected with the spirits, be more connected with the spiritual side, with your guides, things like that. So 10 of Inspiration being here is showing to me that you guys in this particular month, people who pick this pile, you might find yourself giving yourself a little bit more excuse to not start, or to feel like you are being hindered, that spiritual work and things like that is only good, or like it's only feasible if you're into it or stuff like that. No, the thing is, as long as you have an open mind, you do a lot of research, you can get into it as well. You can also like have a strong faith and have intuition and stuff like that as well. Okay, so as long as you keep an open mind with things. Okay, so allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to go in, do shadow work, learn about shadow work, learn about different things here and there, and in a way, when you face yourself, you become a better person. That is also another way for you to do things. Okay, so in this particular month, some of the people who pick this pile, you might be feeling that like you are trying to find comfort in familiarity. So you might be either like going back into old ways, like lapsing into old ways, or going back into like trying to find comfort in old situations, or situations that you are very used to dealing with. But the thing is that when you do this, right, like yes, it gives you comfort, yes, it gives you a sense of like, yeah, I'm in power, I'm in control, but it does not let you grow. Okay, it does not let you grow in a way that you want it to, because the thing is that you guys are having this very young energy in this particular month. There's this renewed sense of like inspiration, a sense of like there's a different kind of stability that you're looking for, and like there's a lot of hopes and dreams that you do kind of want to fulfill, and it's almost as if like this feeling has not been here in a long time and now it's here again. Okay, so I think it will be good for you guys if you guys are able to have, like I said, keep an open mind with things and go and read out, go and explore, go and allow yourself to have fun. But take note to always be objective in whatever situation that you are in, especially in career. This one feels more career-ish. So if let's say you guys are still in study mode, or still like working in a company or things like that, right, there's a need for you to learn how to be black and white with certain things, which means that boundaries are to be set, boundaries are to be respected, and no one should disrespect your boundaries, or you should not let anyone disrespect your boundaries, and vice versa. No, don't do what you don't want to be done to you and to others. Okay, so that's kind of there too. So that's the general messages that I have for you in terms of October. So let's take a look into your love reading. So love reading, I have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay, so yeah, so let's take a look at the clarification. So we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so yeah, see, this is the contrasting part about tarot cards. So I do feel that people who pick this particular part of you guys are single right now. There is a chance for new love to appear, but there's a need for you to know that just because a person is not your type doesn't mean that you are to out them straight up. Because the thing is that you can't control who you fall in love with. You can't control who you have emotions for, and you can't control who you will like in the end. So they're telling you, your guides are telling you that if you want to be in love, if you want to have a relationship or a genuine connection with someone, don't put them up against your type, or don't put them up against your expectation, and just get to know themselves, let them get to know you, and let yourself get to know them in your rawest and most genuine form. Okay, and then stay optimistic about your love life. The thing is, it's not that it's not there, it's just that most of the time you guys are the picky type, whereby you don't really if let's say you have a particular type, that type is set and you're rigid, you know, you don't really want people to break out of that type, you don't want people to go away from that type either, so that's why it's there. Okay, so I have new love. A new person has started your romantic feeling. So yeah, like I said, the thing is that as long as you have positive thinking and feelings regarding your love life, and keep an open mind regarding to this part of it, you will have some form of new love coming in. Okay, people who are attached, it's just talking about a renewed sense of love. Okay, it's not talking that, like, you know, there's gonna be a third party situation. No, I don't see that going on, but I do see that there's a renewed sense of love as long as both of you are able to affirm each other positively. And then, you know, whatever, the thing is that we might think that we know everything about our partners, but we don't. So don't assume, and always remember to keep your communications up and open. I do see a lot of happiness coming in for in terms of like love for yourself, in terms of love life itself, in the month of October for people who pick this particular pile, because it's almost as if that no one is there to control how you're gonna do things. You know, a lot of it is up to yourself. A lot of it is like you do the thing. You are your own boss. There's no one trying to, you know, hurt you in any way. There's no one trying to, like, you know, push you off the cliff or things like that. There's nothing for you to fear. There's a lot of fulfillment that's going to be coming in this particular month for you guys. And the thing is that, like, singles who feel that you don't have new love, right, it's because you're afraid to take the step. You're afraid to take the leap. You're afraid that if you say yes to a relationship, you're gonna threaten your own stability. But that's not true. You're still gonna have that stability. It's just that right now, maybe in terms of having that stability, you have another priority, which is, you know, cultivating healthy relationships with your partner. Okay, so yeah, this is the first pile. This is the one for people. This is the pile that people pick for the first one, and that's all the message that I have for you guys for pile number 1. So yeah, I hope that it resonates. Let me know if it does in the comments. I would love to read them. I would love to connect with you guys also. So if you do like the content that I'm giving out, please, you know, do help to like, subscribe, follow the page, you know, comment, share it, stuff like that. It helps a lot. So, and it also, like, I appreciate it a lot when you guys do that, and like, thank you guys for tuning in for pile number 1. So let's go on to pile number 2. I'm gonna like just set this aside for easy keepings later. So give me a minute. Alrighty, so pile number 2 would be the Woman Ritual. Is it? Wait, no, the Waves. Oh my god, sorry, my bad. Yeah, this should be pile number 2. Yes, I remember now. So these are for people who pick the Return of the Waves. Okay, and I would like to highlight to you guys that this is very different. So it's also, even though it's more in depth, it's also very general. So please do take note that you should take what resonates and leave what does not. Alright, so for this particular pile, it's a little bit more special because you guys have 4 clarifiers rather than the usual 3. Okay, so the Waves Returns for people who pick this pile, October will be a very messy month. It's gonna be a very intense month for you guys as well. It's just slightly messier because there's a lot of things that's gonna be out of control in the sense that you can't dictate the ending just by looking at it. You can't dictate how things are supposed to be like just by doing it or like planning it. So there's a lot of things that's gonna be very unexpected that you have to learn how to deal with. All right, so I would like to highlight to you guys is that like there will be people on your asses. Yeah, there will be people on your butts, basically trying to like chase you, push you, push your buttons, trying to like pin you on a wall, stuff like that. Not in a sexual way, of course, please. Yeah, no. But rather than that, right, it's more of like they're just trying to make sure that they got your tail, or they got something of yours that they can blackmail you with, or like can trip you down with, because I think that this particular month seems very competitive for you guys. Okay, so in terms of career, in terms of study, just be a little bit careful with who you're dealing with, who you're grouping with, who you're interacting with. Okay, but this particular month is also very restless for you guys because there's a lot of moving, progressing energy along here. But it's just that the thing is you can't really control it well. And I would like to tell you guys is that like take control. Okay, though it seems like things are out of hand or out of whack totally, but the thing is what you can do is take control of the things that you can control. So that would actually help the situation a lot in your case. Okay, so I have the Hanged Muse in reverse, the 5 of Materials here. I have the Page of Voices in reverse, and then I have the 8 of Inspiration. So this particular set here is just showing to me that you guys have been in a rut for a while already. So you guys either have met with a rut or have been in a rut for a while already, and that's why there was a sense of like, I'm stuck here right now, I cannot progress right now, I have no idea where I am right now. Okay, so right, but the thing is you guys are off that track. You guys are no longer stuck. It's a cycle that has ended. Now it's time to move. But the thing is, the energy that's propelling you guys forward is very, very intense, so it's gonna be a very busy month. Okay, the thing is that like you can't do anything to help your situation if you don't get up off the ground and do something about it. The door is there, you know. Sometimes it's not about options, it's about just getting your foot through that door first and then dealing with the situation that comes after that. Okay, don't think that, you know, you're stuck at wherever it is. You're not. As long as you're willing to take control, to take action, you're not stuck. Okay, Page of Voices just tells to me that be careful who you interact with, especially who you communicate with. Okay, because I feel like not a lot of them have very good intentions for you this particular month, so just be a little bit careful. Okay, so 8 of Inspiration is just showing to me that you guys are moving really fast. You guys have a sense of direction and you want to move there, but be what is that called? Be prepared for unexpected changes and unexpected twists and turns. You still get to your final destination. It's just not gonna be as smooth sailing as you want it to be. Okay, so don't be too discouraged by that. It's a very intense month that will bring a lot of like new opportunities and beginnings for you by the end of it. Alright, so let's take a look at your love reading. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life, and then we have the King of Pentacles, we have the, in reverse, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Alright, so yeah, it's also a little bit special for you guys because your love reading also have 4 cards. So if you're single right now, I think that there is people that you feel connected to, but the thing is that like you're not exactly sure how things are gonna play out. So there's a need for you to learn how to trust that the universe has their plans for you, be it separation, be it ending up in a good relationship, things like that. It's part of a master plan, I would say. And the thing is, rather than worrying about the ending, worrying about that whole thing, right, of how it's gonna turn out, why not have fun? Why not learn to have fun? Why not use fun as a way to ensure that, you know, you are happy in that situation and your partner is also happy in that situation. Okay, so codependency is just showing to me that some of you guys are, it's not really addictions, but rather like some of you guys are too hyper focused on one aspect of your life. So for example, let's say if you're business owners, you're too focused on how to get your business up and running and be in that successful state where, you know, you are earning a lot or you're earning enough to provide for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and you're not betting an eye towards relationships. So because of that, you might feel that there's a lack of romance in the romance sector. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And if let's say you are attached right now, okay, things might not be exactly the best for you and your partner right now. Maybe, you know, the love has faded. Okay, I'm not really say faded, but rather than faded, it's more of like, you know, things are a little bit boring at the moment and stuff like that. So rather than letting it keep being this way, learn how to invite play, learn how to have fun again with your partner, sign up for courses, do something new, spice up the bedroom, something that will make sure that you invigorate the love in the relationship. And codependency is showing to me is that I think that one of you might be too independent on might be too dependent on the other, and the other is too independent, so needs are not being met. So there's a need to maybe sit down and establish again the codependency part. Okay, so King of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups in reverse, and then the Knight of Swords is here. This combination is just showing to me that, you know, this particular month, if let's say for single people, if you guys are, oh, by the way, this is like my hairpin, I just kind of took it out, so I'm just gonna use it as a pointer now. So if let's say you guys are looking for love, right, then don't try to lie to yourself or lie to or people that like you have the mindset of I want to be friendly with everybody. Okay, if let's say you have the intention of I want to find a lover, I want to find a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it is, right, then be honest about it. Straight up, just talk about it. Don't try to conceal your ideals and things like that. The thing is that when you're openly communicating and you're not like, you know, stuttering or swallowing any words or like having a hard time communicating, that's how you're winning in life. Then that's how you're getting yourself out of situations that you do not want to be in. Okay, and for King of the Pentacles being here in reverse, it's just showing to me that I think some of you are sick of being so independent all the time. There's a sense of I want to rely on someone, I want someone to be my you know, my pillar of strength or my support system. So there's a sense of why you guys are trying to like find a partner to begin with. For people who are attached, these cards are just showing to me that there's a need to not be so strong. Okay, same situation, there's a need to not be so strong, or there's a need for you to learn how to like break down a little bit so your partner can come in to help you get rid of whatever negative energy there is in the relationship. You guys can talk things out and all, because I would say that your partner still loves you deeply. It's just that there are things that they are holding back or refraining themselves from saying. Okay, and I think that it's also high time for you guys to reconnect with your friends again. Okay, reconnection with friends is very important. Okay, so yeah, that's all the message I have for group number 2. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, and like please help to like, subscribe, follow, comment in the comment section below. It does help the page grow, it does help to keep the channel alive, and it for me, it just gives me a sense of accomplishment lah. Sense of appreciation. Yeah, and also like it helps, it just kind of makes me feel more connected to you guys, because I would like to know what are you guys trying to look for in terms of readings generally here and there. So yeah, thanks once again for tuning in. I hope to see you guys soon. I hope to bring more content to you guys. All right, so bye. Oh no, where do I keep this? Oh hi. So now we are moving on to group number 3. I was lost for words for a minute. Okay, so now we are moving on to group number 3, which is the Witch Rune of the Woman Pile. So people who pick this particular rune. Alright, so as usual, I'm gonna move this aside. Okay, we're just gonna focus on this first. We have the Ace of Emotions in reverse, we have the Fool, we have the Eight of Voices in reverse, the Hermit, Four of Wands in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so this is just so this is actually my hairpin, but I'm using it as a pointer because I took it off. So yeah, don't be too alarmed when you see this flying around. So okay, let's get into it. So the Woman Witch Rune being here is just showing to me that like a lot of you guys are maybe feeling a little bit more, there's a need to connect to my feminine side, there's a need for me to connect to my emotions, there's a need for me to accept empathy and be more empathetic towards people. You know what I mean? Like allowing yourself to connect with your divine feminine side, with your with just allowing femininity to flow through. That's very important. I feel that some of you guys have been neglecting your emotions, which led to the desire in October to reconnect with this part of yourself. But the thing is that like it feels almost as if there's a lot of pent-up stress and pent-up like whatever it is, frustration, whatever it is, right? That to the point that you don't really want to face it, you don't really want to like do this, because it's almost as if you're jumping into a wormhole and you're not exactly sure where you're gonna land, and you're not exactly sure where you're gonna be at by then. But note that emotions are like a swimming pool, and you have a ladder coming up. You don't have to be scared. You're not gonna be stranded on like some unknown places or anything like that, so you don't have to be too afraid. Okay, don't overthink things, don't overscare yourself. Learn how to accept things as it is, and that's how you're gonna be able to see things slightly more clearly, and you won't harp on minor small little issues here and there. Okay, so the Hermit thing here shows to me that this particular month is actually a very good month for group number 3 to go into hermit mode, whereby, you know, you are kind of like having your alone time. You're not bothering anyone, no one's bothering you. You have time to think, you have time to do your own stuff, you have time to reflect, you have time to face yourself and engage with yourself and stuff like that. So if let's say this particular month is a month of no connection, like no new bonds being forged, no force of like, you know, like having to go out to parties, to events or whatever it is, then yeah, don't. Like, if there is none, just none. If you can reject, okay? It's not, you can still have a social life, it's just that don't force yourself to do things that you don't want to, especially for this particular month. It seems like parties and events or like major meetups are going to be very draining for you. So I suggest that if let's say you want to do like socializing with your friends and still maintaining bonds, right, do it maybe 1-1 or 1-3, and that's a pretty big group for people with this particular pile, because it's almost as if you guys are very tired of dealing with emotions from people and stuff like that. You just want some time to yourself, alone time, I would say. So the Wheel of Fortune is showing to me that this particular month, people who pick this particular pile should focus a lot more on their emotions, the more feminine side of themselves, okay? Because it's almost as if, like, if let's say you don't clear out the clutter that is already there, or it's kind of taking space there, you're not gonna be able to progress properly in your career, in your studies, in life in general. Because it's like, how do I say this? It's like when you don't take out trash, right? It just keeps piling up, and when it keeps piling up, you have very little space for yourself. And when you have very little space for yourself, you find that like you're being clustered in, you know, you're being trapped. You can't do a lot of things, you feel very hopeless, helpless, things like that. So there's a need for you to declutter in that sense, okay? So this particular month, people pick this pile, declutter. So let's take a look into your love life a little bit. All right, so let's see. We have children. Your love life is being affected by children. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. And soulmate, yes, this is soulmate. And then we have Ace of Cups, we have the High Priestess. In reverse, we have the Four of Wands, and then we have the Four of Cups. In yeah, okay. So wow, people who pick this particular pile, people who are attached, congratulations, because it seems like you guys have found yourself a very good partner where, you know, you're the only part that's not exactly the best is maybe the inner child part, because it's almost as if like your inner childs are very playful and all that, so you guys are not really ready to settle down. But it could also indicate to me that the relationship that you're in is very fresh, it's very new, it's something that was just born maybe yesterday, that sort of thing, okay? So it's very new, or it's just an energy that's not ready to settle down yet, okay? So that's why that's there. But you guys found yourself a very good partner if let's say you are attached right now, okay? For you who are single right now, right, you guys are gonna meet someone true soon that is your soulmate, okay? But the thing is that your inner child or like children could get in the way, like either literal children or inner child could get in the way, whereby you are afraid to commit because you're afraid to sacrifice your freedom, or you're afraid to, you know, like lose this innocent part of yourself, whereby you have time for yourself, you have play and everything, and like you when it's relationship, there's like a lot of work that you have to put into, because maybe that is your past experience that's coming into play here, whereby it's saying that like, hey, you know, when I was in a relationship, I thought that things should be easy, but I was the one who is always doing so much work. I'm not allowing my inner child to have rest and all that, or to come out and stuff like that, so it's affecting you a lot, okay? So but I would say that you need to rest your insecurities a little bit, rest your thoughts a little bit, because it seems like the people that you're gonna meet from here on in seems to be coming from a very good perspective, like their mindset wise, in terms of what they can offer to you wise and all that, though the picture does not look good right now. But the thing is that even though adversities are there are also opportunities present. So the thing is, the cup will be filled when there is, you know, water, there's rain, stuff like that. So I would say that when you meet your soulmate, it seems almost as if like there's a little bit of like a slant before you guys can actually really get together, for people who are single right now, okay? So the High Priestess being here is just showing to me that like you guys need to trust yourself a little bit more. Don't be afraid to tap into your intuition. Don't be afraid to tap into your gut. Don't be afraid to let your heart make decision. There is no right or wrong in love. There's no right or wrong on who we get feelings for anyways, okay? So it feels almost as if like this particular union was something that you guys have been waiting for. So people who pick this particular pile, the singles, right, you have been single for quite a while already, and I think it's high time in a sense that you are to meet these people, because it seems like you got your things together and they have their things together as well, so that's great. But the thing is, there will be a slight disappointment or a slight bump in the road before you guys can actually get together. So I'm not saying that the bump in the road is a very major thing, but it could be a very minor thing, but it means a lot to maybe either of the party. So that's something that you guys can take note of. For people who are attached by this particular month, right, don't focus on your disappointments. Focus on the joy. Focus on your union. Focus on the happiness. Okay, there's no point to be petty over small little things. Okay, there's none of it. And like the thing is that both of you are very deeply in love. Okay, there's no need to let insecurities to come into play and tell you otherwise. Okay, so yeah, this is the message that I have for the people who picked pile number 3. So yes, let me keep this aside, and thank you very much for tuning in. This is all the message I have for you. Please do help to like, subscribe, follow, comment, even on the page itself. I do have my social handles in the comment section, in the description box below. You can give it a follow as well. It helps a lot in growing, also in terms of letting me know that, you know, like the messages are getting out, I'm helping you guys, and I will feel like appreciated in a sense. Like I will feel happy because I am doing this, you know, like because I like doing it, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys again in the next pick a pile reading. Hopefully in this particular month I'm able to do more, because I do miss doing this. So I'm back. I am back. Hello. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna move on into the 4th pile, which is the Flight Witch rune. Okay, so let's take a look at the tarot first. So Son of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reversed, Father of Cups reversed, then we have Death reversed, the materials, 2 materials in reverse, and the World Cosmos upright. So the Flight Witch rune actually talks about movement. Okay, it's kind of like the Wave Witch runes, which is very, the energy is very similar, but the only difference is that you have control. You have the, you kind of have the power and the control to drive things forward in the way that you want it to, the way that you want it to be at in the end. Okay, so that's that right there. Okay, so Son of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and Father of Cups, like these two being in reverse, is just showing to me that this particular month, patience, especially in things that you're doing right now, is a virtue. It's something that is needed. Don't, like, the thing is, don't lose faith. Okay, just because things are taking maybe a longer time to manifest itself, don't lose faith. Okay, just go for it. Okay, like just keep doing small little steps, and just have patience with it. Because the thing is that, like, not a lot of opportunities are golden at the start. It's sometimes opportunities are only golden in the middle or when it's coming to an end, and you can see that goal being there. Okay, so there's a need there. And like Father of Cups being here in reverse is just showing to me that this particular month, don't do things that are too logical. There's no point being too overly logical and then tripping yourself over in your logic and like spiraling out of control. Okay, no. And like changes long term, don't be too resistant to it. Okay, especially in your company. If let's say you are working and like the company is going through some changes and here and there, don't reject it. Open it, welcome it, and see how it goes and where it takes you. Okay, a lot of focus is actually needed this particular month for people who pick this pile. Okay, and also like know that some cycles are coming to an end, and that's why changes are necessary, and that's why there's a necessary for you to learn how to accept change and roll with the punches. Okay, so I think this message is actually pretty straightforward for people here. So basically it's just, you know, have patience, have faith, don't lose that, keep working hard, know that opportunities are only know that some opportunities turn golden only when towards the end. Learn how to allow yourself to feel things, to be more in touch with your emotional side rather than the emotional side when it comes to making decisions this month. Allow yourself to deal with changes in a more open and positive way, because an old way of life is kind of ending or it's coming to a full circle, and like right now the whole world is like going through transformation, so there's a need for you to stay focused. Okay, so let's take a little bit of a look into your love life itself. So we have, for yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you heal as you forgive your parents. So then we have the Strength card in reversed, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and then we have the Eight of Cups here. Okay, so people who pick this particular pile, okay, so I am picking up of some heartbroken energy here and there. So there are people who are trapped in a toxic relationship right now. Okay, that's one thing that I know. The thing is that, like, you need to learn that you don't deserve that. You don't have to be there for someone who is chipping off yourself, whereby you're losing yourself in this sense of in this sense of love. Okay, the thing is that, like, relationship should be a mutual give and take. Okay, a mutual and also a mutual form of growth. But the thing is, I feel like people who pick this right about your people who are maybe in a toxic relationship, you guys are overdoing the giving too much kind of thing, whereby you're shifting a lot of blame onto yourself, even though it is your partner's fault, and then bashing yourself over it. It's not healthy. Please stop doing that and learn how to allow yourself to take back control of your life and learn how to liberate yourself from toxic situations like that, or call out toxic behaviors like that your partner is exhibiting if, let's say, you don't wish to give up on them yet. Okay, and know that, like, if you guys are ready, couples therapy is always an option. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to feel that there's a stigma about, because if, let's say, help is really needed, seek it. There's no point trying to shoulder everything by yourself. So there are also people who are just broken up, for people who pick this particular pile. Okay, so know that if you want to look for new love, there's a need for you to release old energy first. There's a need for you to heal from the past, heal from your mistakes, heal from the other person's mistakes and their griefs and angst towards you. Okay, learn how to do this, and so that you are able to, you know, liberate yourself from such burdens and allow yourself to seek love and know that you are worthy of love. Okay, so that you're able to find that love that you are looking for. That's very important. So the Strength card is actually here in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Eight of Cups. So this showing to me is just is this being here, right, the Eight of Cups and the Strength cards here, is just showing to me that a lot of you wants to let go. A lot of you do want to move on. A lot of you do want to go away from this situation totally, but like something is just sort of stopping you. Maybe in terms of like, you guys are more emotional creatures, whereby you get emotionally attached when you come to love somebody, or like you get emotionally invested in somebody, you don't want to give up on them and you want to be there for them and stuff like that. It's a very normal thing. It's totally fine. And like, some of you just don't have the strength to leave this person, or don't have the strength to say goodbye to this person because you love them deeply, and it's totally understandable. It's totally fine also. So there's a need that, like I said, if there's a need for, if let's say you guys don't want to like give up on the relationship, if you guys are still in a relationship, then call out toxic behaviors and then go for therapy together, or like learn how to solve things together calmly. Okay, so that's something very important that you guys can do. People who are really broken up, right, I think that no matter how hard things are, no matter how hard things seems right now, if you can move on, or if you can, like, not say force yourself, but if you can learn to let things go and accept things, that the end is really here, and learn and have the courage to really let go, you will find that things are a lot easier on you from here on. And because the Wheel of Fortune being here in reverse is just showing to me that it was the relation that you went through and is out of, right, seems more like a karmic relationship rather than a relationship where you guys are meant to be together for a long period of time. It's more of like, I'm here to teach you a lesson, I'm here to take out old things that you thought was useful, because it's not. I'm just here to show you that it's not working and you need to change it, and you need to focus on yourself, and you need to deal things in this particular way. So yeah, the message is a little bit heavy in this particular reading. Okay, so I hope things really do work out for you guys. And for people who are just recently broken up, please, if let's say you need to talk to anybody and all that, I'm here. My my message box and everything is all open. You can just text me and, you know, just let me know what's going on. You know, I'm always here to, I'm more than happy to help. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next Pick a Pile, and like, it does help the page a lot to when you subscribe and subscribe, follow, comment, and just, you know, share the readings to people. So it does help the page grow a lot, and I'm very, very happy to be back. So thank you guys for tuning in. So yeah, bye for this particular group, and we will be moving on to group number 5, which is the last group. Oh, yeah, group number 5, which is the last group. Okay, so just let me keep this aside. And this is group number 5 for the people who picked the Moon Witch rune. Okay, so as usual, we're gonna look at the cards here first before we look at that. So we have the Ace of Inspirations, we have the Tower in reverse, we have 2 of Voices, then we have 8 of Pentacles reversed, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. So the Moon, particularly here in this particular power, it feels like this particular month is a wild card for you guys, whereby it can go both ways. It's either gonna be very, very fulfilling, very, very powerful month for you guys in terms of growth, in terms of making decisions, or it could be a very procrastinative month whereby you guys are not feeling that motivation. You guys are just like, I just want to take it easy, so it's not gonna be as productive. But the thing is that like this particular month itself seems like a very big mystery, because there's a feeling of like you guys are trying to find something that you are feeling connected to, or something that you want to feel connected to. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's almost as if you guys are not really putting in the effort to find it, because maybe like, you know, there's things that you want to change for yourself, but it's just that it's not time yet, because there's indecision. Like there's this indecisive feeling going on, whereby it's a back and forth energy between should I do this, should I not do this, should I do this, should I not do this, and it's very it might be the reason why it might not feel as productive this particular month. That's why it's a very, like I said, it's a wild card. It's either you have a very big breakthrough and you have this very productive month, or you're gonna be like, maybe it's fine to just partially break through and let's take it easy this month, all right? Because it feels almost as if like you guys have been really working really hard, and you guys really do deserve a break anyway. So this particular month is like a wild card, okay? It's up to you to decide what would you want to achieve. But there's a sense of you wanting to find something new, something that will, you know, make you feel more inspired, motivated to do something that you like, something that you're passionate about. It's just a lot of things maybe you're juggling between, and that's why it's kind of what's holding you back from making this leap of faith. Okay, really very tired energy, I can feel it. And I feel that like this particular month, right, what's even more tiring is that you guys might be taking up the role of a mentor, or you guys might be taking some people under your wing to teach them, to guide them, to protect them even, and to like let them know some stuff. And some of you guys are also, it's a vice versa kind of thing. So some of you guys are actually maybe going back to studies, going back to uni, taking up certain courses here and there, trying to learn new things here and there and all that. And I would say that like this particular month, right, your words hold a lot of power. You hold a lot of power in this particular month. So if let's say you really do feel like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm very exhausted, but I still want to make a major breakthrough because I just want to get this over and done with, this decision thing, then yes, use your words, use your power to cut through nonsense, cut through BS, and get things done, okay? Because it's doable for you guys this particular month, okay? So let's take a look into your love lives. We have, this could be the one, you really met the romantic partner you seek. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Heart-to-heart conversation, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And it's being clarified by the Sun. The 7 of Swords in reverse. And then the 9... Wait, is this the 9? Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, yeah. So, I have to double check because the 9 looks like a 6 and the 6 look like a 9 in this deck, okay? Not saying that the illustration looks the same, the numbers here looks the same, so it's a bit confusing, alright? So, let's get into the love reading. So, this could be the one, romantic feelings and heart-to-heart conversations. People who are single, congratulations. You might have already met the one that you're supposed to be with in this particular lifetime. Romantic feelings is going to develop a little bit later because it's almost feeling as if like you friend-zoned them, which is quite sad, but it's a normal thing, it's fine. But the thing is, it's not like they are stuck at friend zone forever. It's just that they are just kind of at the friend zone right now, whereby maybe you guys are just still getting to know each other, you know, things like that. Heart-to-heart conversation just shows to me that there's still a lot of need for you guys to communicate more, okay? Because I feel like both of you are still kind of putting up a wall. Both of you are still putting kind of like a facade between the both of you, whereby you're putting on this fake self and they're putting on this fake self trying to impress each other, which is, you know, no, come on guys, do better. Don't do that. Cut that out, okay? That's not gonna help aid your relationship in growing at all, okay? So people who are already attached, yeah, congrats. They are probably the people that you're gonna end up with, that you're gonna end up marrying. But there's a need for conversation more, because I feel like either both of you are keeping things to yourself, or like one side is keeping things to themselves, or you know, there could also be a case where they're just not as expressive as you wish them to be. So there's a need for that to change, or there's a need for you to tell them that, like, you know, you would really hope for a heart-to-heart talk here and there and all, because it's just not how you would see the relationship to be like in the future. If, let's say, you know, like, you're silent, I'm silent, nothing's going on. Okay, so yeah, so the sun being here is just showing to me that might not be the most happiest time right now, because some of you guys are maybe shifting your focus, so that there is that loss of focus in terms of like this partnership going on. Okay, but the thing is, Seven of Swords being in reverse is just showing to me that both of you are very patient with one another. You know, it's like you're not trying to take the shortcut, you're not overthinking things. It's really kind of like a casual kind of seeing each other. Let's say you guys have romantic feelings with each other already. It's a very casual thing whereby, yeah, let's see how things go, let's see how things pan out, let's see how things would be like and all that. So there's a very no pressure kind of thing. So anyone can always just come back in and pick up the relationship and go. There's no stress or anything like that. But the Nine of Cups being in reverse is just showing to me that heart-to-heart conversation is really something very hard for the singles and the attached people to get from the partner, or you, or for you yourself to express, because it's almost like there's a lot of things that you kind of kept buried and hidden and locked away. So to suddenly unearth all these kind of things out, it's really hard. So people who actually pick this pile, right, you guys have not been reflecting a lot on your past. You guys have yet to really heal from past trauma as well, which might actually hinder your future relationships, and that is something that you should really take note about and take care of also. Okay, so don't wait until you have to unearth everything where you let things out and then it's literally a dump, a mess on the floor kind of thing. Rather than that, sort it out now, so that when the time arises and when you have to share certain parts, certain stories and things like that, you are able to, and you're able to make things clear for yourself and for the partners or partner that you are dating right now. All right, so yeah, so that's the end of the pile number 5. I hope the message does resonate. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next pick a pile. And yeah, I do hope that this really does resonate, and do help to grow the page by liking, subscribing, following, you know, commenting, sharing even. It does help a lot, and I do enjoy interaction with you guys a lot. So do let me know what would you like to hear more in the comment section below. My social handles are in the description if let's say you want to give me a follow. And yeah, I'll see you guys next pick a pal, and bye!